Man, welcome back to another podcast, man. I have a special guest here, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Been watching his work. It's very unique. It's very different. But I'm not a person trying to tell y'all his story, man. This is another Why Now Is Your Time podcast. So, what's up, Big Dad?
Hey, look here, man. I first off want to thank you for bringing me to the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Why Now Is Your Time is definitely inspiration to me.
Yes, sir.
And so many other people, for sure.
Yes, sir.
I'm TRJ Photography. My name is Terrence Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Started my media company about 6 years ago, roughly. Started, I don't know if I want to get deep into that.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm just introducing myself first off. I'm the owner of TRJ Photography. My name is Terrence Jackson. Starting off.
Yes, sir. So, before we get started, I like to talk about this though, because I have a question I love to ask people like yourself. Let's look through the lens. All right, the lens. So, what's your mindset when it comes to photography? Do you call them and ask them what they're looking for, or like what's the mindset? Or is it the same mindset, or do you change your mindset? Depends on the shoot.
Yeah, I definitely believe in the creativity of letting them come to me and offering their style.
Okay.
Because I may have a different input.
That's true.
What somebody else may like.
That's true.
So my main focus is to make sure that I can reach into them and bring their vision to life.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's our slogan right there of this place, on to Studios, bringing visuals to life. All right. Because people have a vision, but they don't know how to bring it to life. All right. So how long you been doing photography?
So like I said earlier, I've been into photography about 6 years.
6 years, okay.
Full time into photography. Being honest with you, not even a year yet.
I like it. So I like to talk about that. I want to pivot a little bit. So when you became job free, full time in photography, my biggest thing was, to me, it's a lonely journey. The only way it's not lonely is because I have my wife that's usually here supporting me. But other than that, it is a lonely journey because most people ain't free.
Yeah.
So what have you learned in this whole full year? What have you learned?
Man, look, I've learned so much within this, 9-month full-time photography.
Okay.
I learned so much in the business aspect, how things really work, on how the bottom line, the bottom dollar, how it works.
Okay.
I learned a lot about who's really in your corner.
That's true. That's true.
Sometimes, man, people, they'll give you that intuition like, oh, man, I got you, man. Hey, man, I'm there for you, so on and so forth. And they'll ride your coattail for a little bit, and then before you know it, they're gone.
Come on.
But, I never really, piggybacked on a lot of that because when I stepped out on faith.
Come on.
So I really wasn't worried about everybody's dollar. I was more so worried about the bottom line that God had already put into me in the business before I decided to go full time.
Yeah, because I think people need to understand, like, the hardest part about working for yourself is now that the pressure's on you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So when I was working at the railroad, it's easy to collect that paycheck every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now, when you're working for yourself, because I'm working on 3 years job free. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. It is a lonely journey, and the people, like you just said, you thought was gonna support you, they don't support you, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. And I tell people all the time, that's cool. Because listen, when the Lambo pull up, now you ready to support.
I'm waiting on those Lambo days to come through.
Yeah.
But I believe in it though.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So many people waiting to see, like, oh man, how you doing that? How you got a studio? And I already had the vision years ago.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you see the vision come to life, then you'll know. So I have a couple questions I have wrote down because
for sure.
I like to be real precise on the questions. All right.
Yeah.
So photography. All right. What is so important about it? Because you're capturing a moment that will last forever until they die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what is that moment that you're trying to capture for them?
I'm trying to capture a moment to where they can always reflect back on.
Okay.
And pinpoint on what they were doing at that time frame.
I got you.
That's the thing about photography because it's endless.
So
I can always remember going back in time where I would go back to my grandmother's house and she have all these photo albums of everybody doing certain things.
Gotcha.
And then we would always come back to the time where we remembered what we were doing.
That's true.
And that's what I think we kind of forget about nowadays because of social media makes everything so fast.
Oh yeah.
And we're able to go in there and take a picture and with our iPhones, our Androids, and be like, oh man, look.
That iPhone ain't them iPhone pictures is different than them lens pictures. You know,
I agree. I'm iPhone all day. I'm Apple all day.
Yeah, I'm Apple all day, but I'm saying, I mean, I tell people all the time, them iPhone, it's good to take a little picture. Yeah. But when you get a real photographer on your side, that moment is different.
It is, man. And make sure I'll tell people, I'm not the photographer that's for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell people that all the time. I say I even endorse other photographers because I believe that if we can go and promote each other, we all can win.
Come on. I mean? Speak on it.
And I'm gonna say this before we get any further. This podcast, y'all need to come check it out.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
I can't go no further without giving this man his diligence and his props, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. That's and me. I like to give people an experience because this people remember experience over anything else. All right, so I want to talk about 3 types of photos, and I want you to kind of like give us what's your mindset like. So a graduate, they're about to graduate, whether it's college or high school. How you go into it? Are the angles the same versus the engagement photos?
Not at all. Not at
all.
So I do a consultation.
Okay.
I do a questionnaire with every client that I deal with.
Okay.
It's not a single client that I deal with that I don't know what they impact or what they what they want.
Okay. I got you.
Because I need to know that ahead of time so I can make sure that we're on the right path together.
Okay.
So if I got a graduate that play ball, football or basketball.
Okay.
Most of the time they want to kind of,
bring that prop in
together.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
It can be the simplest things, but I noticed this: every ball player is not the same.
Oh, okay.
You got some ball players that when you see them out there, they go all out. But you got some ball players that's laid back.
Okay.
But they all play ball.
Yeah, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
I have to kind of meet them, and I need to understand what their mentality is. What they like to do.
So the questionnaire is important.
Oh yeah. That's definitely the first thing.
Okay, so a wedding photo versus a engagement photos. What's that mindset like?
Well, it's kind of different. The reason why I say that because when you're dealing with an engaged couple, they're still really feeling each other, each other out. You know what I mean? But when you're dealing with the whole aspect of a wedding photo, a wedding experience, it's so different because the thing is with a wedding, you're going through so much throughout the course of the day.
Yes.
And it can be draining for a family, a bride, a groom, everybody to be on time, so on and so forth.
Yes.
But with engagement sessions, I try to bring a real life scenario together.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that when you're spending whatever amount of money you're spending on this dress or this suit or whatever it is that you like.
Gotcha.
It can be a cowboy hat. I don't care. Whatever it is that you're spending, I want to make sure that we capture the actual reality of who you guys really are as a couple.
Okay. So I'm trying to put you in the frame because this is the thing. The life we live in our own frame.
For sure.
All right. So sometimes we can't see inside the frame we live in. Other people have to see it for us.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. What are some of the challenges when it comes to photography that you have experienced over the last year? What are some of the challenges?
Man, it's a lot of challenges, man. I'm gonna start off by saying that everybody is so different in the world. That's what I've learned because I deal with so many people.
Okay.
Just alone last year, I've probably done over 100 photo shoots within the last year.
Wow, I love it.
And that's by the grace of God. You know what I mean? And when I look back on my books, I'm like, look, we've done this many photo shoots, this many weddings.
Come on.
And I didn't see this.
Because you in the frame.
Oh yeah. Because
you in the frame.
Yeah.
But that's my wife. My wife said something the other day. She was like, "I seen how much you grown with your podcast, and I was like, I can't see it though.
Yeah.
Because I'm just every week interviewing people back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really see it.
Yeah.
But she explaining it to me though. So the culture, the culture of photography, you know, what would you tell people is like, man, look, if it's a photo, engagement shoot, wedding, do not use your phone. Use this lens.
Yeah, what I tell everybody is, for one, find your niche in photography.
Okay.
Find what you really, really, really like.
Okay.
Some people want to shoot just sports photography.
That's true.
Some people don't want to shoot engagements and weddings and portraits and families and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Some people might want to just shoot food.
I didn't think about that. Okay.
So it's a lot of different aspects to photography that I think people should be, really understand.
Okay.
It's just not about the actual person or the groups and things of that nature. It's so much more to it. It's a wide range of things, man, that you can go into photography with and make money off of.
So rule number 1, find a niche.
Find a niche.
Find that niche and then hold on to it.
Hold on to it, but don't grasp onto it too hard, because you may find something else that you may like.
So be willing to pivot.
At all times.
Okay.
At all times.
But people need to know they need to find that niche though.
Starting off.
Because I think people get into things like me. When I used to be like, man, I do this, I do that. No. Listen, I help people create content. That's it.
Yeah.
How do I do it? Podcasting, video editing. I help people create their own products. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's still, my niche is content creator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, going into this next year, what are you bringing that's different than last year? Because you learned a lot.
Man, you know what? That's a good question, man. That's a good question, because me and my team, we had a end of the year meeting. You know,
Okay.
We went somewhere, man, and we just all came up with ideas and came up with different things that we expect from everybody. And we have different entities of the photography business that we touched into.
I got you.
Which is the photo booth industry. We started with that probably about a couple years ago now.
3D?
The 360.
Okay, 360.
And the regular photo booth. So we have about 3 photo booths now that we currently have, that we rent out pretty much on like every weekend basis.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So those are going out like that. So what happens is we make that its own entity.
Okay.
So that's called Pose and Snap. So we don't really combine that with TRJ photography as much.
That's smart. That's smart.
So we let that handle itself, and then we got a group of people. Can I shout them out?
Yeah, shout them out. Shout them out.
Let me shout them out.
Because how big your team is right now?
Man, we got like a team of 7.
Okay.
That work directly with us, man.
Shout them out, man.
And let me shout them out, man, because I don't want to get beat up. But on the 360, man, I have some dedicated people that I came into last year, man, and they really made my job so much easier. And let me shout them out. First one is Keisha.
Okay.
Keisha Breedlove.
Okay.
We're gonna shout out Jay.
Okay.
Jay is one of the people who set up our machines for us, man, make sure everything's going. Tiffany, she's our technical person.
In case something happened.
Yeah. Anything happens, she got it. And last but not least, I can't leave out my wife, man. She's the one who makes sure that they're on target, on point. Make sure they get their check, they pay checks when they come down. But that's just that one entity right there.
Okay.
That works directly with me, and they help me out on my photo shoots.
So I want to pivot a little bit, because the team aspect, I like what you just said. Y'all came together, and this is your company though, huh?
Yeah.
And you letting them bounce ideas that can help you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the reason I like to talk about that, because even the guy that comes in to do the editing, I always say, hey, man, what you think about this? What you think? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're slowly building our team too, because we have multiple businesses outside of this too, though. But the thing is, I like the fact, why is that so important for them to get ideas off? For you to get ideas off of them?
Well, because they may know something that I don't know about the business.
I got you.
They may learn some things and may be able to teach me something about the business. And that's my thing. After every job, I may be able to get the business and promote the business, but I also encourage them to promote the business.
I like.
And I give them an incentive when they do promote the business and they bring business.
I like
So it's just not about me. It's about me making sure that other people are able to win and eat at the same time too.
I like that because the team aspect, everybody know the acronym of team. That you always hear, ain't no I in team, but then you hear team stands for together, everyone achieves more.
Right.
But for you being the leader, and I need people to hear this part, for you being the leader, you're actually letting, because this is the thing, I think people get in roles of CEO and all that, and the first thing they say is, this is my business, man. I don't want to, I ain't got to take nobody ideas. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. You know what I'm saying?
I learned from bad CEOs.
Come on.
I've learned in working in the workplace for 17 years on how CEOs come in and tear a company up. So I say I vow not to be able to be like them, but learn from them. Learn from their ignorance and how to treat people.
I like that.
So therefore, when they come on to me, man, they can call me any time of the day, any time of the night, man, and say, TJ, what you think about this? I get them my honest opinion. I don't sugarcoat it. I let them know, man, look, this is what it should be.
Come on.
And what you want to do about that, and so on and so forth. And we make it work together.
Okay, so now I like to talk about this part because your team, y'all do. It's raining outside, y'all.
It's cutting up.
All right, so y'all do photography, but how important is bringing that video aspect to it?
Man, it's a challenge, man. It's a challenge because video is a lot more intense than photography.
Okay.
I mean, learning and understanding what video does and what it is, it has its own landscape by itself.
Okay.
So I have a team that works together with video.
Okay.
And, I'm going to shout them out. Mr. R5 Graphics, Rod.
Come on.
And Mr. Frazier Media, his name is Frazier. Those two guys right there, they kind of, team together to kind of help me out as far as taking the load off of me with some of the things. Because what I done was I kind of made it foolproof for weddings.
Okay.
So what I did was I say, look, if you booking photography, I got to give you the video.
That's good.
So therefore, we went out about the best equipment we had.
Come on.
And we say, look here, let's bring this together to make it one entity to where you don't have to outsource two different companies to come in and do stuff and be in each other's way.
We can work together. So my team know how to work together. So I'm not going to bring an outside person in that don't know how to operate or work directly with the photographer. I got you. So I think it's important that you guys are bringing in one entity. You know what I'm saying? And so many. This is the thing I learned about people and things like that. So, do people really want video with everything, or some people just want the pictures?
Well, here's the deal.
Okay.
We've been blessed, man, to be able to partner with so many different programs, schools. Okay. I mean, they've kept us busy. So most of the time they want content.
Okay.
So they want content from video and photos.
Okay.
So each time I go to some of their events, for the most part, they want to be able to include both packages.
Okay. So they want both.
They want both, man.
So which one harder to edit if you had to ask yourself? Would it be video or photography?
Well, look,
because they both a little...
They both tedious, but here's the deal. I tell everybody.
Okay.
In Photoshop, which I use, or Lightroom, or whatever you choose to edit your photos in.
Yes.
Find you some actions. Find you some ways to ease it to where you don't have to go in.
Some shortcuts,
man. Get you some presets.
Throw
them on your photos. That's what you like. Bam. Because here's the deal. Everybody don't want to be made up. Everybody all this.
That's true.
The facial structure, taken out, so on and so forth. Some people just want a natural photo. And I have clients that's like that, man. Look, they want the least editing possible. They want a nice picture.
Yes.
Of them. So if I can, go and give them that aspect of the photography, then I create a happy customer.
Man, and I like to talk about them presets though, because when I do a lot of editing too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of editing and a lot of what you called I mix Adobe Premiere. Not Premiere, I'm sorry. Adobe Photoshop, and I mix that with Canva.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Canva gives me some things that makes it easier versus, you know what I'm saying, that makes the pictures come together. So I think that's good.
I don't, I use a lot of different Apple, they have a lot of different presets and things like that you can buy as well, you know, and apps that you can use. They make photography so much easier. I have a client that when I edit her images, and she's one of my, you know, good clients, but every time I send her the finished product, she gonna do a little extra to it.
She gonna do a little extra,
you know,
and that's okay.
And I'm fine with that because that's what she wants.
Yeah. The customer know what they want though. So
just don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, don't tag me. Don't tag me in that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, like TJ credit.
Yeah, no credit on that. I'm good.
So how vital is your wife to your business though?
Oh man, super vital, man, because of course we got 2 small children. You know, well, I ain't gonna say small, but you know, elementary, middle school.
Yeah.
You know, they play sports. They're active and doing so many different things. My wife's a principal, so for her, it's kind of rough sometimes. You know, she may have late meetings, or you know, maybe traveling, so on and so forth. So sometimes, you know, we got to have somebody else take on the burden to help us. You know, because business doesn't stop.
Business don't stop, especially you trying to get to that milli.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Business.
Oh man, look, I'll receive that. I'll receive that for sure.
Hey man, I'm big on setting goals. So if you did 100 last year, how many do you think you can do this year? Some of them gonna be recurring customers too.
Oh yeah,
that's the beautiful thing about that.
You know what the blessing is? I've had recurring customers already. It's still January, right?
Yes.
And I've been booked every weekend.
This
past weekend here, I had probably 6 events over the course of the weekend.
Wow.
This coming up weekend is pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
You know, so business for me has, I mean, going into the new year, hadn't slowed down.
Okay, so I want you to think backwards real quick. When was your peak season last year, you think? When you did the most?
Peak season last year was around April, May.
Okay, so doing like graduation time. Okay.
Because what we did was, and this was brilliant on me and my wife's behalf, you know, I have to give her credit for this for sure, because we implemented, you know, packages.
Oh, I like.
So what we did was we implemented a party package. So when people were having, because of course, you know, a couple years ago we weren't able to party because of COVID.
Okay.
So now we was like, look, people are out.
They outside.
They outside. So what we did was we would have implemented a party package where we would give you 360 photo booth or a regular photo booth.
I like that.
And include photos and video.
Okay.
So what we would do is create this, and man, we would have easily about, you know, 4 or 5 events a weekend. You know,
how far are they from each other though?
And that's the thing.
Okay.
I will be at one event, she'll be at
another. Okay, so y'all moving around. Okay, I got you.
And that was the beauty of buying more than one photo booth.
Okay, I got you.
You know,
I got you.
We invested to make sure that we had enough equipment to be able to compensate the clients, you know.
So, you know, people will ask this question though, because I would want to know the answer to this. If I know them, other people will know. Do you just rent the booth out by itself, or is it somebody always attending that booth?
Somebody's always attending.
Okay.
The 360 booth.
Okay, always.
The regular photo booth.
Okay.
I can drop it off.
Okay.
And
so the regular photo, you get in that one?
No. That's just a Shell iPad photo booth.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So yeah, we got several of those. So we just send those out. We create the custom templates.
I got you.
Whatever the client wants, you know, whether it's a sneaker ball, whether it's a quinceañera,
I like it.
Whether it's whatever it may be, what kind of party it is, masquerade balls, we get a lot of those. So things like that, we'll go in roaring 20s, whatever you call it. You know,
I got you.
We go and create every template for the client. We drop it off. It's a foolproof system.
Okay, I got you.
Set it up for them. Only thing they doing is snapping pictures for the next 2-3 hours.
I like.
I come back, pick it up, and they're happy with the results, and then we out of there.
So y'all got 3 entities. So y'all have the photo booth, your regular photos, and video. All right.
And video.
All right.
And that's TRJ Media. We got TRJ Photography, and we have Pose and Snap, which is
okay. So this is another question though, because I'm always looking at photographers. I'm like, man, let me see what they're doing. So you did 100 last year. I'm going back to that question.
Yeah.
You think you can double down this year?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And the goal is not really just to double down.
Yeah.
It's to be able to get quality
yes
over quantity.
I got you.
I want to be able to make sure that, you know, at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
I love all my clients. You know what I mean? Everybody
yes.
who come and patronize me.
Yes.
But I do want to be able to take it up to the next level to where I can get some A-list clients, some clients that I know that's going to be able to come in and
come on
and get that dollar like it ain't nothing.
I got you.
You know, so
I got you.
I want that.
I got you.
You know, but my thing is, if I'm able to get the business from recurring customers or whoever it may be, I'm okay with that as well. You
okay.
know what I mean? Because I'll build a relationship with all my clients.
So this is a good question though. People love this question. So over the next 5 years, all right, is you and how many of y'all total?
7.
Where you think that number going to? And I don't know if you want to put your business in the street, but I'm big on my business in the street. My goal is 6 figures a month. Helping people, not just 6 figures to say I'm making it, but 6 figures a month helping people build their brand and turning at least 100 people to millionaires over the next 10 years. So the question is, how are you planning on expanding in the next 3 to 5 years?
Oh wow. Like now, I'm going to a conference in March.
Okay. Oh, I like that conference. Let's go, baby.
Going to a conference in March.
Yes.
It's WPPI, so it's for wedding photography.
I like it.
What I'm doing is I'm being ahead. I'm making sure that I'm going out there getting the knowledge to where I can make sure that whoever I'm training or whoever toolies is underneath me, that I can give them some really, really good avenues to grow. You know,
I love it.
5 to 10 years from now, I want them to be able to say, all right, look here. This is what I'm doing. This is what I did. And this is what you should be doing to get to where you need to be at. The number aspect of it, yeah, I like and I love the number aspect of it. I would love to be able to help as many people as I possibly can to get to where they want to be, as long as they have the same drive and capacity for it. You know?
Yeah.
And if I can get that, look, man, we all win. You know, so that goal is always for me to get, you know,
to the next level. Yes.
Each and every year. You know what I mean?
The beauty part about photography is your work is in people's house.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's the beauty part. It's like me and my wife got married in Jamaica in 2018.
Yeah.
And we took 52 people with us.
Wow.
Man, let me tell you something. Those photos, they're on that wall in the canvas form.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm happy you said that because that leads me into a good segue. Because what I did was I made sure that I was able to bring people on that's able to sell after the shoot.
Come on.
See, because sometimes I'm so booked up and busy with doing the next shoot.
Yes.
It's hard for me to go in there and get the extra amount of income that we can possibly get from a potential client.
I like that.
So with all our weddings, our goal is to push the photo albums.
I got you.
Push the canvases.
I got you.
Push whatever print that they may want. We even to the point to where we have certain clients to where we make the invitations.
I love it.
We do it all. So that's a good thing to have for people to understand. Like, just don't start and stop directly at taking a picture.
See, and that's why I wanted to show that diagram in there.
Yeah.
It says, "Oh, you can help me do reels." Yeah, but I can also help you do a podcast. Absolutely. I can also help you create your content. I can, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there's the brand.
Yeah.
And then there's the sub brand that creates that extra income.
Exactly.
What's funny is this though. They say that you notice and I'm kind of pivoting off of this because this all makes sense. You notice that when you go to restaurants, even if you pick up the food, they want to what? Tip.
Oh yeah.
So back in the day, I say back in the day, just a couple years ago, I remember seeing 12%. Now we at 18, 22%.
Yes.
Now, me and my wife did some numbers. I'm like, all these places we ate at, you spending $30,000 in food in 1 year.
Yeah.
And you probably gave about $7,000 to $8,000 in tips.
Easily.
Easily. So I say that because people need to understand the importance of go get the extra money that's already there. Don't let the money don't let somebody else get the money.
Yeah.
Because you already doing it. You know what I'm saying?
And I learned that from corporate America too, because when I worked for the company I worked for, You know, years ago when I first started, you know, if we had some damaged product or this and that, you know, their goal was to sell it to them some kind of way, even if it's half price.
Come on.
Because they realize that they can't make any money bringing it back. So their goal was to get them to take it some kind of way to where they know they can still make some money. Don't get me wrong, they will still make money on the back end of it because it's insured.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they want to get that upfront money.
Upfront money.
You know, so that's what it's all about. Like,
and I think people need to know that though, because I think people say, well, you got this, but I listen. Everything that you do, people need to know is something else behind it.
Oh, for sure.
Versus, you know, so then how do your social media? I see you got multiple social medias.
Yes.
What do you decide to put on there? You put the same thing on all of them?
Well, you know, social media, man, is so tricky. It is. The algorithm and all this stuff, you know. I'm not so really big on social media than I am with relationship.
Okay, I got you.
But with social media, I would say this. I do several kind of photos, you know. Sometimes, you know, I do wedding. I do graduations. I do those are my main two.
I got you.
What I focus on.
Got you.
But I still do sports. I was just at one of the local high schools not too long ago, and I took some shots, and my inbox was flooded with people. Oh my God, how did you get that shot? You know, and it was just some recreation I did for my daughter.
Come on.
You know, but when I pick the camera up, I'm serious about understanding and knowing what it takes to go ahead and get the shot. So even with, you know, and my wife knows she respects it. She respects every aspect of photography.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do boudoir sessions.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I understand that.
And I have women, you know, I have men, you know what I mean, hit me up, you know, hey, look, this is what me and my wife want to do together.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Okay, cool. I'm with that, you know. And what I always do on any boudoir session that we have, I definitely have a second person with me.
Definitely.
They also have to have somebody with them as well.
Make sure that nothing funny talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
I'm with you though.
You know, so but those are different aspects of the business that people don't realize. You know, they see the outcome of a photo, but don't realize what went into it.
So let's pivot on that part. Angles. How do you know the angles that you've taken? Because you know what I was looking for the other day, and I don't know, this might be something you can come up with.
Yeah, is
a book on photography angles with different photo shoots. That might be a book you can release.
No, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? Angles for dummies.
Let me check. They already have it. Look.
Yeah, you better check it.
For dummies.
Check it. No, I'm just saying. Or it don't have to be that, but it can be something. It can be something that you can come out with.
Oh, for sure.
Because I'm big on, like, this is my book, my first book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm big on writing and taking our knowledge and making sure that, you know, our knowledge don't go to waste.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know,
and that's the reason why I do a lot of different programs, conferences, and stuff like that. Because right before COVID hit, man, we was running full speed ahead. And keep in mind, I was working.
Woo.
I was working a 9 to 5.
It's different
and
now.
I was still out here at conferences in Florida, California. You know, back in Illinois, my hometown. You know, East St. Louis. I'm gonna shout them out.
Come on.
But you know, whenever I go back home, you know, I deal with select people that's in the game, that's in the business, you know, and what we do is we try to come up with different ideas together, kind of bring things together. Because end of the day, what we talked about earlier, if we can teach somebody else how we do it and make that revenue off of that, that's passive income that you never thought you had.
Listen, I told my wife, I said, the course already ready. We selling the course on how to podcast. My goal is to sell 1,000 people this year on how to podcast. Not only do we have the course, we have the room that you can rent out. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope. It's dope. I'm be honest with y'all. Y'all need to get here.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, now I told her, I said, we got to be locked in on that.
Yeah.
Because people looking.
Yeah.
People want to have a voice in the world, but they don't know how to podcast. They don't know what to buy. They don't know nothing. So we here to show them, educate, and motivate them. And I like the fact what you said was going to different conferences. You forever learning, man.
Yeah.
The minute you stop learning, I believe you stop earning.
Oh yeah, hands down.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one of my slogans, man. You stop learning, and I even tell my son that all the time. I say, look, what will you be remembered for? What would people say about you, for your legacy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, even though you're in the 8th grade, I still need you to understand that. Because if people only know you from acting the fool, then they're going to label you as a class clown. But you got to be labeled as something to where people understand who you really are.
Legacy is greater than currency.
Oh, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well,
hold on. Can I test that?
Come on.
Because legacy is big. That's the reason why I'm in business.
Come on.
Because my dad was a entrepreneur.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. So, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was an entrepreneur for years, So that's where all this entrepreneurship came from me. Was legacy from him and my grandfather. We all were in the business of always turning something into turning nothing into something. So that's where it comes from.
So you're about to walk away from your job. That moment, you like, man, I'm about to be an entrepreneur. That moment, because it's two things. Let me tell you this. I was scared. I was so scared to walk away from that money I was working. Because I was getting paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that moment, what made you decide to walk away?
I was so nervous in the beginning of walking away.
Come on.
And the reason why was because I built relationships with other people, not just with the company.
I got you.
But with some of my clients. And being honest with you, they're some of my biggest supporters now.
Okay.
Not the company that I work for, but the relationship that I built with other people. But when I decided to go ahead and just
when was that moment? Because you was leaving work, you was laying down in the bed.
Man, one day, man, I knew it was a time, and I felt it.
Okay.
I told my wife, I said, look, baby, I can't do it no more. She's like, and I thank God for her, because she was like, baby, look, do what you need to do. I got your back. That's what really, 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 really made me say, you know what? All right, that's a bet. But I tell every entrepreneur, I tell everybody that wants to do what I did, what you did was have a backstory behind it.
Yes.
Because before I left, I made sure all my affairs was in order. I had a significant 401k. I had stock plans. I had a savings, and all my equipment that I had was paid for.
Come on.
So when I left, I really didn't have to worry about too much anything, because at the end of the day, I knew that I still can make it. You know what I mean? Because I had something to fall back on.
So, and that's funny though, because our stories sound a little bit familiar, because my wife told me, I believe in you. Quit that job, because you got so much talent and you wasting it at that railroad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that mindset is like, wow, you know what I'm saying?
And people think when you say railroad, they like, oh my God, man, I'm retired. I ain't never leaving the railroad. I love the railroad.
I'm telling you, I got old co-workers calling me right now talking about, hey man, you back ain't working? I said, boy, if you know I've been the last 3 years, you wouldn't believe it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the whole mindset and the shift of just you believing in you, man.
Oh yeah.
And getting to that next level. Okay, so it's a tombstone. All right, we about to bury it. It's about this big. Okay. We need you to leave 3 things in there so people can pull it up in the next 500 years to remember you by. What's going in there?
Man, what's going in there, man, is number one, loyalty. I'm a loyal cat, bro. I am, man. You know, people that I roll with, that I deal with, I mean, they all know they can count on me. You know what I mean? Even the ones that didn't cross me. They know, they like, man, this guy's a loyal dude.
I got you.
So I definitely can put that in the box. I can put fearless in the box, because I take chances.
I like that.
I take.
You have
chances.
to though.
You have to. You got to take chances, man. You know, like I say, I'm dealing with some really, really big clients right now, and man, they like, man, nobody's ever dealt with me like this before. Because look, I have to be fearless. I can't show any sign of weakness. Dealing with this business that I'm in.
Big facts.
The moment I do, the moment I get ate alive.
Man, you know what? I tell people fear stands for 2 things: false evidence appearing real, or fail early and responsibly. So you do however you want. You do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So let me reframe the question, because I like the words you're putting in there. But we about to dig this up.
All right.
What physical do you want to leave in there for people to remember you by? Like me, I'm gonna leave a audio so they can hear.
Okay, I got.
I was thinking I'm gonna leave a letter telling them they better go get it. Why now is your time?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to leave video where they can be able to go back and watch.
Okay, I got you.
So,
I got you.
So
thanks for reframing the question on me on that. But yeah, I would definitely I would leave a camera for sure.
Okay.
I would leave a laptop, computer for them to understand, what
this
it
is what it do.
This is what it is. What it do right there. And then lastly, I would probably leave a Bible.
I like that. I like that.
And the reason why is that's where you get your most strength from. Is understanding. For me, now everybody ain't Bible readers. You know what I mean?
Nah, everybody ain't Bible readers though.
I could put my iPhone in there and put the Bible app on there. You know what I mean? Whichever one you use. But sometimes for me, I think it's good to be able to have that word for people to understand where your blessings really come from.
I think that's good too. So, what 3 purchases did you make last year that improved your business?
First off, I tell people this: invest in software.
Come on.
Software is some of the most pivotal stuff that you can have.
Come on.
Because it is what really enhances what you do.
That's facts. All facts.
These cameras and this audio equipment and all that, it sounds good, but it's also stuff that enhances it to make it sound better. So software is one of the number one things that I think you can do to improve your business. Secondly is, man, I invested in so much equipment, man. So much equipment.
Come on.
To the fact, man, I know my tax lady probably waiting on me, cause
mine's waiting on me too, because I'm trying to write this whole building off.
Oh yeah, as you should.
Yeah, so
equipment for sure, and so much, and
so what's the so let's bring people to this. They're trying to be a photographer.
Yeah.
All right. What is if you had to tell them, like, man, listen, man, I'm trying to start photography. How much money to be a good photographer? How much money I need to get started?
Well, I mean, I tell people ask me that all the time. So I say, look, man, it's not about the amount of money that it takes to get you started, because I started with a little bitty T5i, Canon T5i, starting off with. Okay. And that's all I had.
Okay.
And
you made it shake.
But what happened was, I was driven.
Talk about that.
That's the key. You can buy whatever, and be good. You got a guy out now, man, the little Chinese guy, I don't know if you know him, but he make reels.
Oh, yeah. He do
with a phone.
Cold with it. Sick with it.
So
I'm watching him.
You can't tell me that you can't do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the key. You can get whatever kind of equipment you want.
Okay.
I saw people, man, with top dollar equipment, man, they couldn't use it a lick.
Wow.
And this equipment that we have, even in this studio right now, it's not cheap. So you gotta know what you're doing with it.
You better know what you're doing. Because people like, man, I'm gonna start a podcast. I said, you wanna know how me and my wife started? I said, you might need about 500.
Yeah.
But you trying to get cold with it?
Yeah. We
talking about at least 8K.
Yeah. Easily.
Easily. Camera's running 2,000.
Oh yeah.
With the lens. It's going.
Look, man. Like I told you, I started with a T5i, and that was around about $500 when I bought it. When I bought it. And then from there, I was just shooting my son's sports games, football games. And shout out to the North Christian Tigers. They were one of the first people that really gave me a shot. A shot.
I love it.
The team and my boy Terrence Holden and Anthony London, man, 2 good guys, man, that kind of, let me, voted me into doing this. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Because you got to have support to start out.
You need support.
Anything,
man.
Bro. Anything. So I never forget where I came from with it. And not only that, just the team.
Yes.
Man, they came on to me, man, and I ain't gonna lie to you. when I look back on the work now, I'm like, oh my God, it wasn't the best. It was trash. You know what I mean?
But you didn't improve.
But of course,
over time.
Of course. Yeah. That comes with being driven in passion.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I could have stayed where I was at. You know what I mean? And I probably would have still been working. I still been working.
That's what people say, like, why you and your wife left? Because look, we used to bring people to our house to do podcasts.
Yeah.
What made us really get into this, people wanted to rent our house out to do a podcast. I'm like, hold on, man, hold on. Something going on now.
So that was a vision that you had.
Yes.
And look what it brought you to.
Oh my God. And
it's a beautiful thing.
And it's crazy though. So do you believe in self-preparation?
Oh yeah. I'm big.
Like self-talk.
Before I leave the house, man, I always have to reiterate what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
And give myself a why.
It
ain't just that my kids gotta eat. You know what I mean? We already know that's the necessities.
You know the acronym for why?
Tell me.
What's hurting you?
What's hurting you? Okay, gotcha.
Because what hurts you fuels you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I use that at the gym sometimes.
Straight up. I'm saying?
Yeah, I use it at the gym.
That's why I try to tell people, like, man, what hurts you fuels you. What are some things you're proud of? Because look, to be job free for a year, that's an accomplishment. I don't care what nobody talking about.
Yeah.
Because I know the feeling. I know the struggle. I know the mindset. You got to push yourself with nobody pushing you.
Oh, for sure.
So what are you proud of, you would say?
Man, I'm so proud of...
Because we never give ourselves credit. But
man, look.
This is that moment.
I can't lie to you. This moment here, man, it was written. But I'm so happy that I experienced everything I need to experience to get here.
I got you.
But man, this year has been so great. The simple fact that it's all me.
Come on.
You know what I mean? It was nobody taking a chance. And don't get me wrong. I got some people that's in my corner, man.
Yes.
That will ride or die for me.
Yes. I mean? Yes.
They cut for TRJ Photography.
Come on.
But they cut more for Terrence Jackson. So they want to see me win.
I love it. And that's good though, because I tell people that all the time, like, be proud of yourself. We so like, I gotta keep working. My wife always say, slow down, so you can make better decisions.
Yeah.
Don't just keep trying to go work. Slow down. Let's look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do though. You know.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So if time was stopped for a day, 1 hour a day, what would you do with it? It's stopping just for you. What you gonna do with that time?
Stop just for a day, man. I probably would just take that time just to reflect. I would just reflect on where I come from first and what it could be.
Okay.
And where I'm going. You know.
So you consider yourself an influencer? I do, because when I see your work, because that's listen, your photos is no different than somebody drawing a painting. You know what I'm saying?
That's that, yeah.
That I'm telling you, do you consider yourself an influencer?
Sometimes I do.
Okay, but
sometimes I feel I'm my own worst critic.
We all are.
You know?
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, you know, this could be better, But when I get the response from other people and they see
validation,
it inspires me, and that puts me to the point to where I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I got this.
I'm onto something.
Yeah. But you know, it has its days. It weighs on me.
Yeah. And I think we all in the self critical. I criticize myself every day. Like one of my things is like, listen, gotta get better at marketing. Okay, 2023, we gotta build 100,000 subscriber list. Then we gotta get at least 10%, 3 to 5%. I'm just breaking down numbers in my head to buy products. Yeah. So now that's how we get to the 100K a month. I mean, I'm always critiquing myself.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's a hard critique, but it's reality. So bucket list in photography, what is it? Do you have one?
Bucket list of photography. I've always wanted to.
Oh, here we go.
And this
it's a bucket list, though.
And the problem with it is,
okay,
I don't want to travel like this.
Okay,
I want to go to you know, places like Africa, to the motherland. I want to go to Dubai. Okay, you know, and I want to shoot like in Africa. I want to go out there and shoot wild animals. I've always been a fan of just seeing, you know, lions and tigers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
out there.
That's
dope.
Safari. Yeah.
You know, I even
I'm an Animal Planet watcher, so I already know.
Look, I'll be on Instagram watching. I'm like, oh my god! And I see some of the shots. I'm like, that's dope. And the crazy part is, I got the equipment for it.
Okay.
I got it. You know, and I always tell my wife that's what I want to do. You know, it's some bucket list type things. And you know, Dubai, I just love the city aspect of how everything flows there.
So, are you that's the gimbal, huh? That moves?
Yeah, the gimbal. Yeah.
Are you the more gimbal or are you the more still shot?
I'm the more still shot more than anything.
Because I see a lot of people like to use, but I guess they use a gimbal for the video.
Yeah, exactly. You know, because I have, you know, gimbals all around. Like even in my pocket right now, I think I probably got one. I think it's left out there. But I got a gimbal, you know, small one. You know, so I always use a gimbal because what it does is give you that steady shot.
I got you.
You know what I mean? It makes a smoothness to where everything just floats.
I got you.
If you know how to use it.
Yeah, say that again. If you know how to use it the right way, though. You know what I'm saying? People they have equipment and they don't know how to use it. Facts. So creativity, where do you think it comes from? Should you say your dad was an entrepreneur? That's where it comes from?
Well, you know, I think creativity really comes from just being driven.
Okay.
You know, for one, you know, I was, you know, into sports and stuff like that growing up, you know, and, you know, it was nothing for us to watch a Michael Jordan game, you know, from Illinois. And just to see Jordan go out there, he was creative. He was like, he was art.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Everybody wanted to be like Mike, like that.
Everybody.
So I used some of those pinpoints from just being an athlete, just being, you know, trying to, you know, just create those canvases just by, you know, what we you know, used to experience growing up in life. You know what I mean?
that. So what's the best thing happened to you last year, you would say?
Best thing happened to me last year, man. Let me think on this one, man. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be kind of tough. Let's see.
Just because a lot of guys.
I mean, no. It ain't.
Okay.
Best thing happened for me is the fact that I did take a leap of faith and leave my job and created a full-time, you know, job with a TRJ photographer.
That's good. So what is that impression that you want to leave with people?
Man, you know, the most thing I would want people to take away from me is knowing that I'm a good guy.
I got you.
But don't take my kindness for weakness. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, you know, being a good guy, some people can like, oh man, you know what, man?
You know that.
You know, he may be a softy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't take my kindness for weakness. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm past the hood, and all that.
We don't need to be there no more.
I'm about to be 45 years. I may not look it. I'm about to be 45 years old this year.
Come on.
So I ain't got time for all the
It's too much.
riff raff and all that with these young. Like, I got a 25-year-old daughter. Her birthday was yesterday. Shout out to Jada, you know, on turning 25. But, you know, don't take my kindness for weakness.
Yeah. See, my thing is when I had a guy came here the other day. He said, "Hey man, can I just come by for a second? I just need to talk to you about what you got going on." I'm like, cool. He come. Man, he been texting me ever since, man. He's so inspired. He's like, man, I need to get my money together. I'm coming back to you. But I want to leave that impression on people.
Oh, for sure.
For them to be inspired at what we do.
Yeah. Hands down.
Struggling. All right. Name me 3 things you struggle with photography.
Man, you know, starting off, of course, settings of camera.
Settings.
Understanding what a camera is like. Secondly would be lighting within itself. You know,
I got you.
Those two go hand in hand. And then third, I would say is timing. You know, timing with being able to shoot and be able to deliver.
Ooh, I like that.
You know, I struggle with that big time.
So let's sum this up with, like, people see you, they say, okay, that's TJ. What is the conversation you want them to have about you?
Man, you know, that not that I'm just a good guy, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't always good. I want them to I want the conversation to be to where they like, I got a lot of respect for him. You know what I mean? He did what I was afraid to do.
Ooh, I love it.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Real talk, because, you know, when I go to the barbershop and I see you and other guys in the barbershop and we chop it up, you know, we just have generalized conversation, but we don't really know each other's story.
Oh.
And that's why what you're doing and what you got is pivotal for so many people, because people need to know what it is that certain people do.
Yes, I think we need to all be able. That's why I told my wife, I said it's about you have conversation with people, but you don't really know them until they get to know you.
Exactly.
Then they're like, oh, you do that? Oh, you do this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it might be something that they can do or you can do. Y'all can exchange information to help each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of. So what are you afraid of right now? Because hold on, before you say that, no one thing I'm afraid of.
What's that?
It's going back to work for somebody. And the reason why I say that's why I grind so hard. Oh. That's why I grind so hard, and I save my money. I be smart with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my biggest, like, man, I gotta keep this thing afloat. Go ahead.
Man, you know what? Shout out to the people that do gotta go back to work. You know, once they you know, get into entrepreneurship and it don't work the right way for them. Because I know a lot of people that had to go back.
Yeah.
And you know, this market for photography just so happened to be, you know, taking a step for the better. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Because when I left my job, I wanted to do what my heart was at. I could have did anything. You know what I mean?
Big facts.
Anything I wanted to do. I could have went and bought a truck. I could have went and bought this or that. You know, I've done that. I say, no, I don't want that. You know, and me and a good friend of mine, we always talk about that. He's like, man, look, why don't you just go? You got enough money to do da-da-da. I say, no. That's what I want to do.
No.
So therefore, I'm living my dream. You know what I mean? Doing what I want to do. Not by what nobody told me to do.
Come on.
The worst thing in the morning was getting up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Come on.
And hitting that badge and walking in there halfway asleep.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Been there.
That you gonna only make X amount of dollars.
Been there. You limited.
You limited like a mug. So I say, nah, I'm done with that. You know. So now, man, I write my own timing.
Yeah.
Whatever I want to do. Vacation, man. I done been on so many vacations, man, since I've been off work, man. It ain't funny, man. And people like, man, you always gone. You're right. I am. I deserve to.
And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my wife, we got a thing we call 12 and 4. All right? So 12 and 4 is this. That means that we need to take 12 vacations. That's once a month in the country. And 4 out every 3 months, and you went outside the country. So it's 12 and 4.
That's good.
That's our mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, man, if I can take them kids out the country like that, man, it'd be a different story for us.
It'd be different, huh? Yeah. So that's crazy. 5 things you're excited about before we close it out. 5 things you're excited about right now.
I'm so excited for so much for the business, man, as far as the clientele we picked up. That's number one, man.
Come on.
I couldn't be here without that.
Come on.
No matter what.
Come on.
You know, I would be back working.
Come on.
2 is, you know, the people that are working with me.
Come on.
I'm excited for them because they keep me going. You know, when I'm at my wits end, I'm tired.
Come on.
You know, and
they push
I'm finna work, and then I end up falling in the computer.
Come on.
You know, my children, man, of course, they give me that oomph just to keep going, you know what I mean? And to make sure that, you know, man, I got real love.
Come on.
I mean?
Come
Those
on,
3
man.
things right there. Then I'll say, of course, man, my faith, man. My faith is one of the things, man, that keep me instilled with what's really real, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot of things I wanted within the last couple of years that I didn't get. But my faith still, you know, stays firm.
And that's why I tell people, sometimes when we want more, God tells us you don't need more, you need less.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need more, you need less. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to really focus on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. And then the 5th thing, man, I would probably say, you know, just, you know, my parents, man.
Come on.
They are so intricate in making sure, like my mom tell me every day now, she's like, when you were working, I can talk to you every day. Now it's like, every time I call you, you're busy. I say, what? I say, Mama, you know what it is. I say, you know, when I put my mind to something,
man,
I'm full speed ahead. And my dad's the same way, you know. He just called another day and he told me that he was retiring, you know what I mean? So he able to retire February the 1st. I say, man, Dad, I'm happy for you. That's what's up, you know. You show everybody how to be an entrepreneur and work 40 plus years.
Come on.
And gain so much, man, to where you giving so much away. You know, that's what drives me. That's what pushes me right there.
So let's push on to this last level. So what are you an expert at, and why I don't see the course?
Ooh, man, look, coming soon.
Come on,
for sure. For sure, man. I'm an expert in my business more so is really if we're talking about a relationship or if we're talking about the actual working the actual camera, working the business.
Yeah, we talking about what knowledge do you have that you can start selling?
Okay.
That's what we talking about at this moment.
It's funny you just said that because I was just telling somebody right before I got here.
Yeah.
About lighting. My biggest thing is lighting. I've took courses.
Come on.
I took courses from some of the best lighting, photographers in the business. And my biggest thing was to learn how they did it to be able to get my own grasp on how.
There you go.
So I was seeing how they were getting classes, I'm paying Lord knows how much money just to go.
Yeah.
And I get out there and I'm like, it's 15 of us and I know what we all done paid.
Come on.
So I say, it ain't for the money aspect. It's to get people better.
Yes.
Because, I had a client, we just did her photo shoot with my son on Sunday.
Okay.
And by working with her prior, I knew what she liked as far as lighting.
Okay, I love it.
And then my man say, you know exactly what she want. I said,
come on.
That's because I know her.
Come on.
I know what she likes.
You know the client.
I know the client. So my biggest thing is to come up with these lighting courses, lighting classes, man, coming up here in this year, man, to where we can teach people how to edit, with one light or two lights or a 3-light setup, So, and we got the lights, we got everything that you need.
Yeah, you got to record your video and add a website and put it on the back end and sell it.
That's where the laziness in me sometimes catches me.
But when you do it once, you can sell it 1,000 times.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to do nothing to my podcast course now.
Y'all hear it, right? Y'all hear it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, he put me on blast for a good reason.
You know what I'm saying?
For
so
sure.
let me see. I got one more question I want to do. So I just want to pivot to though. So photography. I need you to sum up photography in either 3 words and 2 sentences. Go ahead. 3 words about photography and then sum it up in like 2 sentences. The reason why I say that because let me sum up my 3 words when it comes to podcasting. Design your podcast, create your podcast, and leave your legacy with your podcast.
Good.
My sentence is I want to help all entrepreneurs become the best version of themselves with podcasting.
That's good. And you done that. I'm seeing it. It's in the flesh. 3 words for photography, man. I would always say is beauty. Beauty in the photography, in the camera within itself.
Come on.
Colors. Man, that's what brings out photography. Color schemes and colors, man, is what really make a photographer a photographer.
I love that.
That's what really drives people.
So you can't shoot without editing, though.
No, you can't shoot. Yeah, no. I mean, some people shoot off the camera, and it looks good.
Okay, but the editing is where the magic.
Editing is where everybody go in and put their own spit on it. You know what I mean? They go in and say, all right, man, this is what I like. You know what I mean?
I got you.
And we got some photographers out there, man, that does that really well. I do it well, because I have my own look.
I got you.
And then lastly, I'll say, I don't know, man, you put me on the spot with some of these questions, man, but they're good questions, though.
Yeah.
But
you see, I've been podcasting for a while.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I've never done a podcast.
Okay,
first time.
This
is my first podcast.
Yeah.
So, but I've always spoken in front of people and things of that nature, so it ain't no big deal.
So, like I said, man, you ain't got to answer the question at the end, but is there anything you want to tell people about your brand?
Oh, for sure.
What is that noise? Let's see.
Tweety bird or something.
We do. Oh. That's crazy.
All right, that's all good.
Yeah, so.
Y'all might not hear it, but we hear it.
Oh, they gonna hear it because it catches everything.
Oh, okay.
Now, so what you want to tell people about your brand, your photography, and why they should book you?
Oh, for sure, man. So this is what we'll do. We'll leave it at this, man. My brand is strictly based on being able to connect with you personally. I ain't just saying that. I'm saying this for real because TRJ Photography is built on customer service. We're built on making sure that you get everything that you desire. We don't want you going anywhere else if you don't have to when it comes to your photography needs. Or your video needs. Or your photo booth needs. All three of those different avenues that we are structured around, we want to make sure that we're able to bring them to life for you. TRJ Photography is my initials, but it's a legacy because my son has the same name.
Gotcha.
So we plan on leaving this beyond me.
Come on.
It ain't just about me, it's beyond me.
Come on.
So, if you looking forward to book, you got several different ways that you can find us. I'm gonna
put your link in the description below.
Okay, well there it is. You can do all that, and my website, everything should be on there as well. TerrenceJacksonPhotography.com. Man, look us up, man, and man, thank you again, man, for bringing me on. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. So listen, man, I thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, but most importantly, leave your legacy with your own information and products. We see you guys in the next video. Peace.